You'll get to know the 12 worst assets that are keeping you poor. Avoid buying these assets as the rich do the same. The 12th asset is worse than all others, so keep watching this video till the end to know it. Now let's start. Number 1. Your automobile. Let's begin with an asset that plays a crucial role in our daily lives: our personal vehicle. Having a car can often be perceived as an indicator of independence and achievement, wouldn't you agree? However, it's important to consider that your vehicle could potentially be one of the largest expenses impacting your financial health. As soon as you take possession of a new vehicle, you can expect it to depreciate by approximately 20% to 30% within the first year. That represents a significant decline. What initially appeared to be a valuable asset can swiftly transform into a liability. Additionally, there are other expenses to consider beyond depreciation. Consider the ongoing costs associated with maintenance, fuel, insurance, registration, and those unforeseen repairs that tend to arise at the most inconvenient moments. On average, individuals in the United States allocate approximately $9,500 annually for the ownership and operation of their vehicles. What about high-end automobiles then? They are in a more challenging position. These assets typically incur higher maintenance costs, experience quicker depreciation, and frequently carry elevated insurance premiums. Numerous individuals are managing several sources of income or reducing their savings to stay afloat with these costs. Here's a principle that those with financial acumen understand. They avoid being lured by the allure of extravagant vehicles. Instead, they opt for modest, reliable vehicles or lease cars through their businesses to maximize tax benefits. They view cars as practical assets rather than mere indicators of social standing. If your vehicle is incurring more expenses than the value it provides in terms of earnings or lifestyle, it should be viewed as a liability rather than an asset, potentially hindering your financial progress. Number 2. Your home. Homeownership holds significant cultural importance. It is frequently regarded as an indicator of success and stability. However, it's important to recognize that your primary residence can occasionally become a financial burden. Your residence, in contrast to rental properties or businesses, does not produce any income. Instead, it ties up a significant portion of your capital and incurs continuous expenses such as mortgage payments, property taxes, insurance, utilities, and maintenance costs. Numerous homeowners tend to overlook these costs due to their emotional connections to their properties. Your appreciation for your home is completely justified. However, these expenses can accumulate over time and frequently exceed the increase in the home's value. Real estate can indeed serve as a significant avenue for wealth accumulation. However, it's important to recognize that your primary residence often functions more as a consumption asset rather than a true investment directly, even though it provides indirect benefits economically. Individuals with substantial financial resources frequently choose to rent their residences, allowing for greater flexibility while directing their investments towards income-generating properties in other locations. They focus on cash flow rather than the satisfaction of ownership. Therefore, if your home is consuming your financial resources without generating any income, it is considered more of a liability than an asset. Now, subscribe to our channel and also press the like button to know more financial tips. Number 3. Timeshares. Timeshares present an appealing opportunity, cost-effective getaways, and a secured place in a desirable location. However, it frequently deviates significantly from that expectation. Timeshares often involve unexpected costs, inflexible agreements, and restricted access. Numerous owners often discover they are tied to long-term financial obligations that are challenging to navigate out of. Additionally, the resale value tends to be quite low. Timeshares tend to lose value rapidly and can be extremely challenging to sell. What may initially seem like an affordable vacation choice can transform into ongoing financial liabilities that steadily deplete your resources over time. Individuals with substantial financial resources tend to avoid timeshares. They focus on acquiring assets that produce income or fund their vacations, instead of liabilities that require ongoing expenses. If you find yourself burdened by a timeshare, it's crucial to view it as a financial obligation and take steps to alleviate the associated financial pressure. Number 4. Premium consumer electronics. In today's market, it seems that the newest phone, smartwatch, tablet, or gaming console is perpetually on the horizon. It can be enticing to make upgrades in order to stay current or showcase the latest technology. It's important to recognize that electronics depreciate rapidly, frequently losing over 50% of their value within the first year. While technology can serve as a valuable tool for enhancing work and productivity, luxury gadgets purchased solely for enjoyment or to convey status represent costly indulgences. The ongoing cycle of upgrades encourages a focus on newness rather than genuine worth, resulting in impulsive purchases that can gradually diminish your savings. Rather than pursuing every emerging device, concentrate on technology that genuinely improves your capabilities or business operations. That change in perspective can transform technology from a potential drawback into a valuable resource. Number 5. Unutilized subscriptions and memberships. Enrolling in gym memberships, streaming services, online courses, and apps is a straightforward process. While each item may appear to be reasonably priced individually, the cumulative effect can lead to significant expenses, potentially amounting to hundreds or even thousands of dollars annually. Numerous individuals invest in services that they seldom or never utilize. This unnoticed expense frequently lurks behind the appealing convenience or lifestyle that these subscriptions advertise. Individuals with substantial resources consistently assess their ongoing expenditures and eliminate unnecessary items. They prioritize efficiency and value, steering clear of the tendency to accumulate subscriptions merely as representations of an aspirational lifestyle that remains unfulfilled. Eliminating unnecessary subscriptions is an effective strategy to enhance your cash flow and strengthen your overall financial well-being. Number 6. High-end fashion and accessories. Designer apparel, premium footwear, and upscale handbags frequently serve as indicators of social standing. However, from a financial perspective, they do not represent strong investment opportunities. These items experience an immediate decline in value upon purchase and continue to depreciate rapidly as trends evolve. While there may be assertions regarding their enduring nature, it is important to recognize that many designer items adhere to fashion trends and tend to diminish in desirability as time progresses. Displaying affluence does not contribute to financial growth. Numerous affluent individuals tend to favor streamlined wardrobes composed of high-quality essentials instead of ostentatious labels. They allocate their saved funds into assets that increase in value or produce income, instead of indulging in temporary, superficial purchases. Recognizing that genuine financial prosperity stems from your ability to retain and enhance your resources, rather than from superficial appearances, is essential for disrupting the pattern of costly, diminishing fashion expenditures. Number 7. A poorly chosen college degree. Investing in education is among the most significant decisions you can undertake. However, it's important to recognize that not all degrees provide equivalent financial benefits. Selecting a career path that offers limited income opportunities while accumulating significant student debt may result in long-term financial challenges. In the United States, the typical student loan debt exceeds $30,000, and numerous graduates struggle with repayment due to insufficient income from their employment. Individuals with substantial resources tend to navigate their educational choices with careful planning and foresight. Individuals allocate resources towards degrees or skills that promise substantial returns, or they explore alternative educational avenues such as certifications, apprenticeships, or entrepreneurial ventures. They view education as a means to generate income and accumulate wealth, rather than merely a certificate. Suboptimal educational decisions can transform student loans into enduring financial burdens rather than pathways to achievement. Number 8. Your tax refund. It's common for individuals to feel a sense of excitement upon receiving a tax refund, often viewing it as an opportunity to indulge in vacations, gadgets, or spontaneous purchases. It's important to understand that a tax refund essentially represents a return of your own funds that you have overpaid throughout the year. In essence, you provided the government with a loan, but unfortunately, it did not yield any interest for you. Affluent individuals take proactive steps rather than waiting for a substantial refund. They strategically manage their finances to reduce refunds and retain more capital throughout the year for investment or savings purposes. Viewing tax refunds as unexpected gains promotes immediate expenditures rather than fostering sustainable financial growth. Number 9. Investments in real estate driven by emotions. Purchasing real estate driven by emotional factors, such as a vacation home that sees infrequent use, a childhood residence, or land with sentimental value, frequently results in unfavorable financial outcomes. These properties often remain idle, accumulating taxes, maintenance costs, and lost potential. Real estate has the potential to significantly enhance your financial portfolio, but it must be approached with a business mindset. Successful investors detach their emotions from their investment choices. They ensure that each property either generates income or appreciates in value in a strategic manner. Allowing emotions to influence your real estate decisions can lead to investments that tie up your capital in unproductive assets, ultimately depleting your financial resources. Number 10. Businesses founded on hobbies. Transforming a hobby into a business can be an exciting venture, yet enthusiasm by itself does not ensure financial success. Numerous hobby businesses experience financial losses due to inadequate planning, insufficient demand, or a reluctance to adjust to changing circumstances. In the absence of a well-defined strategy for profitability and evidence of market demand, these initiatives risk transforming into costly pastimes masquerading as legitimate business endeavors. Affluent individuals focus on investing in businesses that are both scalable and sustainable, ensuring that their passion aligns with profit only when both aspects are feasible. It is crucial to distinguish between passion and profit to prevent financial losses that may appear as legitimate business ventures. Number 11. Insurance products. Complex insurance products such as whole life insurance and annuities are frequently marketed as investment opportunities. However, these options often carry elevated fees, limited liquidity, and typically yield minimal returns once expenses are accounted for. These products may tie up your funds for extended periods, which can restrict your financial options. Without a comprehensive understanding of these products and a strategic approach to their use, they often yield greater advantages for the sellers rather than for you. Individuals with substantial resources prioritize their financial education, engage in critical inquiry, and steer clear of financial instruments that obscure the distinction between safeguarding assets and investing. Steering clear of complex insurance products safeguards your capital and maintains clarity in your investment strategy. Number 12. Affordable properties in deteriorating markets. Acquiring undervalued properties in areas experiencing decline or stagnation may appear to be a prudent investment strategy. However, these investments frequently turn into financial burdens. While attractive purchase prices may draw in investors seeking immediate returns, it's crucial to consider that ongoing expenses such as taxes, vacancies, repairs, and legal challenges can frequently surpass any potential advantages. Individuals with substantial resources allocate their investments in areas demonstrating evident expansion, including population increases, industrial development, and rising demand. They prioritize value over simply seeking low costs. Investing in low potential markets can restrict your capital, preventing it from being utilized more effectively in opportunities with greater returns. Prioritizing quality instead of price is essential for establishing enduring wealth in real estate. Watch the video appearing on the right side to know how you could turn your salary into real wealth. Also, subscribe to our channel to help us hit our goal of 10,000 subscribers.